everyone, so it's time for monthly favourites, and how is it even August already? It's just crazy. We're actually starting to get Christmas stock in at work soon, so that's just, you know, absolutely insane. So I have quite a small selection of products this month, but I've been using these every single day. I'm absolutely in love with all of these. So we'll start with hair care, and I did mention these in my last hair video, which was a couple of videos back, and they're the L'Oreal Everreach No Sulfates Nourishing and Taming Shampoo and Conditioner. And I'm not usually faithful to hair brands. I kind of chop and change between shampoos and things, try new things out, but these I'm just in love with them. This is my second bottle of these already, and I never ever repurchase hair products very often. That alone should show you how much I actually love them. And now that I cut my hair, I do wash my hair a lot often. It's a lot more easy to manage, a lot easier to actually go through the process of washing and drying and styling and everything. So I've been using shampoo and conditioner more regularly, so I am going through them quicker, but I can't get enough of this stuff. It's so moisturising. I actually have the very dry and rebellious hair, which is the slightly more rich version of this. There's two different ones. I just find these leave my hair so incredibly soft and moisturised and nourished, but at the same time they're not weighed down, so I think this is really going to help keep my hair in good condition for a long time. So something else that I've been really enjoying doing since I cut my hair is actually being able to brush it more often, and that may sound kind of strange to some people, but when I had long hair it was such a tedious task to kind of brush all the way through. I just didn't bother with it. It was only before I washed it, so maybe once or twice a week. But I actually bought a new Tangle Teezer recently because my old one was so battered and all the like spikes were worn down, and I've just been really enjoying being able to brush my hair every single day. I think it's just kind of made it look a lot smoother. I think it's got rid of, you know, a lot of the damage in it, being able to actually brush through the knots before they get, you know, really bad. I also find this is really handy for brushing through wet hair, kind of distributing product through it. So if I've got like a mousse in my hair or some kind of thickening product, if I brush it through with this, it just kind of makes it a lot more even through the hair. It doesn't leave any kind of clumps of it anywhere. So that I've been really enjoying using. So I've got a few makeup products here, and the first two are from theBalm, and this isn't really a brand that I've ever really tried before, but I actually asked on Twitter for some recommendations for blush because I was kind of a little bit stuck in a rut with a blusher and I really wanted something new, and quite a lot of people said to try this on. It's the Frat Boy blush, and it's just a really pretty peachy pink standard kind of corally warm blusher tone, but what I love about this is it's so super pigmented. It's amazing. You barely need any of it at all, so I just kind of put a really small amount of this on, really blend it in, and it's also really smoothing as well. I can't quite explain how it looks on the cheeks until you're actually wearing it, until you actually apply it, but it just smooths out your skin amazingly. I don't know how it does it, but it must just be really finely milled, so it's a really lovely blusher. And also I was looking through Feel Unique when I was buying that one, and I saw this as well, and this is the Manizer, aka the Luminizer, and it's basically just a really shimmery kind of like gold champagne-y highlight, and again it just must be so finely milled because this goes on so incredibly smoothly. I think for a powder highlighter that has a really intense amount of kind of glow to it, it's not sparkly or not shimmery at all. It's really incredible how glowy this makes you look. It's a shame that these aren't more kind of readily available, because I think the only shops that sell them that I know of are And Other Stories in London, so you can't really swatch them, you can't really try the colours out. But if anybody knows any other places that stock them, please do let me know, because I'd really like to try out some of their other colours, some of their other blushes. I think they've got these things called the In-Stain blushes that have just come out, and they're powder blushes that stain your cheeks as well, so that sounds really interesting. But yeah, those two I've been really enjoying. And another makeup product which I've kind of talked about a little bit before is the Clinique High Impact Extreme Volume Mascara, and I do feel really guilty about, you know, really liking this because I'm so faithful usually to Max Factor mascaras. I think they're just the best. I think every single mascara in their range is really great, but I've been using this one recently, and I think it's just the most incredible mascara if you want thickness and volume and just really high impact lashes. When I first saw the brush I thought it would be a little bit clumpy, you know, a bit hard to work with, but actually it goes on really smoothly, and it's really easy to get a big full like volumized lash without clumping together and being all spidery. So I think this is probably, I don't want to say it, but maybe holy grail material. I just think it's the best mascara I've come across for a long time. But definitely check out some Max Factor mascaras. I love their Masterpiece Max and the False Lash Effect one. I think they're all great as well, but you know, this one at the moment is just at the top for me. So my next favourite is a nail product, and I really was trying to get hold of this for such a long time. It's not kind of really readily available in England, not that I know of, but I was in London a few months ago for my birthday and I saw it in Liberty and I just literally grabbed it straight away, and it's the Essie Fill the Gap, and this is basically a base coat that fills in ridges, and for some reason, I don't know whether it's my diet or just the way they are, but my nails are so ridged. I kind of buff them and, you know, try and smooth them down, but they just grow back so so ridged and bumpy and uneven. So I've been looking for a base coat that really fills that in, because you can kind of see it sometimes through my nail varnish depending on which brand I'm wearing. But this stuff just literally smooths your whole entire nail out. It looks like you're wearing false nails. It's so smooth. It's a really amazing base coat, and it actually helps your nail varnish stay on a lot longer too, so I've really been enjoying wearing that. Every single time I've put nail varnish on this month, I've used that underneath. So this month I found out that one of my absolute all-time favourite skincare products had been changed. It had been rebranded and reformulated and was basically completely different. So I kind of went into a bit of a panic mode and was really worried that it wouldn't be the same, that it wouldn't do what for my skin that it had been doing for so long. So I've talked about this so many times, you probably already know what it is, but it's the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Recovery Complex, and this is now the Synchronized Recovery Complex 2. So it's like the second edition of it, the second version, and they still promise that it's going to be, you know, as repairing and brightening and freshening as the original was, but just, you know, a whole lot better. I actually started using this, and probably within 2 or 3 days I woke up and I just noticed that my skin, it just looked better. It was more even and it was brightened and fresh looking, like I'd had, you know, 10 hours sleep even though I hadn't. And I didn't really think it was anything to do with this, but over the course of the month, having used it every single night like I would usually do, I have noticed such a difference from my skin, even though I was using the original one, you know, every single day for months and months beforehand. And I think what they've done is they've just made it, you know, so much better. I think it's the best thing they probably could have done. I think my skin was probably getting a bit used to the original, and using this has just really changed it. So I'm so glad that I now have a new one of these, and I really cannot recommend this product enough. I think for any age, for any concern, it just seems to help your skin out in whatever way it can. So it is really great for blemishes and things. It will kind of heal them overnight. It's just a really repairing serum, so any sun damage, any kind of pigmentation and burning and things, even so far as I think it's anti-aging too. So it's basically a little miracle all-in-one product, and I think it's just one of the best serums around at the moment, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So I've fallen back in love with it again this month, because I've kind of been a bit complacent with it, I guess, but yes, I can't live without it now. So moving on from the gush about that one, another skincare product I've really been enjoying using is the Ren Clear Calm 3 Clarifying Clay Cleanser, and this was a Caroline Hirons induced purchase. I've been really liking using my Emma Hardy balm cleanser, and I've been using it every single day and night for a long time, and again I think it's just really, you know, helped improve my skin. But in the mornings sometimes I felt like I needed something more refreshing, so a heavy balm cleanser wasn't always what I wanted, you know, the feel of on my skin when I just woken up and I was a bit groggy and I just wanted something that I could kind of use with a lot of water and splash off. So I picked this up, and it's basically a clay cleanser. It feels kind of strange, almost like a clay mask, but you massage it into skin and then you can either kind of splash it off, or sometimes I like to use a muslin cloth just to really kind of get every last bit of it off as well. It's actually for blemish prone skin too, so it does really feel like everything's been taken out of your skin, all impurities and things, all the dirt, and you feel really clean, in a different way to how you feel clean with the Emma Hardy one. I can't quite explain. That's more of like a nice, supple, plumped, firm feeling, and this one's more of a really fresh, kind of almost quite zingy feeling. So great for the morning, whereas the Emma Hardy is great for the evening. So I've kind of fallen into a really nice routine of using this one and then that one in the evening. So those two together I think are a really great combination. But as a cleanser, I think it's really nice. It's very light, you know, it's not too heavy, it goes on really smoothly, and it just makes your skin feel really fresh and really pure. So my last favourite is a body care product, and it took me such a long time to kind of come around to this. I remember smelling it quite a few times before I bought it, and I really didn't like it. I think it took me a while to kind of decide to actually get it, and it's the Soap & Glory Sugar Crush Body Butter Cream, and I don't know if my nose has changed or if my smell preference has changed or something like that, but I absolutely love this now. I can't even explain how good this smells to me. It's really strange. It's basically a kind of really sugary, really sweet smell, but it's kind of undercut with a bit of lime, so it's kind of a bit sour, a bit refreshing, kind of zingy. I'm not sure this will be for everyone because, like I said, I didn't even like it when I first smelt it, but I think once you put it on, it kind of really warms up to your skin, so it's kind of like wearing a fragrance. It warms up to you and it changes slightly, and I absolutely love it. And also, Soap & Glory just do body butter so well. It's really moisturising, but it really sinks in well, so for something so rich, it really, you know, doesn't feel sticky or tacky at all on your skin. So that one I've been loving, and I also have the scrub as well and the body wash in that range, so the whole kind of smell, I think they call it like the scent family, has just been something I've really been enjoying this month. So those are my August favourites, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching those, and I will see you all soon.